Welcome to the Fluent English DCD podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fluent English DCD podcast. We are here to make learning English fun, easy, and useful. If this is your first time listening, we are so happy to have you join us. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Emma. Whether you're just starting to learn English, working on building fluency, or mastering advanced skills, this podcast is for you. Our goal is to help you speak and understand English with confidence. We speak at a medium speed so you can follow along comfortably, but don't forget, you can adjust the playback speed to match your learning needs.
Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to everyone's heart: hometowns. In this episode, we'll guide you through 5 common questions about hometowns that you might hear in daily conversations, English exams like IELTS and TOEIC, or even casual chats with friends.
And that's not all. We'll also share some tips to help you answer these questions naturally and confidently. Plus, at the end of this podcast, we'll teach you 5 useful phrases related to hometowns that will make your English sound more fluent and engaging.
So, by the end of this episode, you'll not only have practical answers, but also learn handy phrases to use in real-life conversations.
But before we jump in, let's talk about the DCD Approach, a simple but powerful way to boost your English learning.
DCD stands for Daily, Consistency, and Discipline. These 3 steps can accelerate your English journey and help you make lasting progress.
Let's break it down.
Daily means practicing English every single day. It doesn't have to take long. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a big difference. For example, you can watch a short video about a small town, listen to a story about someone's hometown, or read an article about famous cities. The key is to keep it small and consistent.
Consistency means doing small things every day to get big results. It's like keeping in touch with a hometown friend. You need regular communication to maintain the connection. Practicing English regularly helps you improve step by step and keeps you growing over time.
And finally, discipline. Discipline keeps you going, even when you're busy or not feeling motivated. Just like making time to visit your hometown, you need to stay committed to your schedule to achieve your goals.
That's right. The DCD approach is like a roadmap to your English goals. Follow it and you'll see real progress. Not just in your skills, but also in your confidence.
And don't forget, if you enjoy this podcast, hit the subscribe button. Subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes and supports us so we can keep bringing you more content to help you grow.
So, let's dive in. In this episode, we'll discuss 5 common questions about hometowns, share tips and examples for answering them naturally, and at the end, teach you 5 useful hometown phrases that you can add to your conversations.
That sounds great. Let's start with the first question.
Let's go, Jeff.
Question 1. Can you describe your hometown?
This is one of the most common questions in exams and daily conversations. Jeff, can you describe your hometown?
Sure. My hometown is a small city surrounded by mountains. It's quiet and peaceful with lots of green spaces. One thing I love about it is the fresh air. The people are friendly, and we have a beautiful river running through the city. What about you, Emma?
My hometown is a bustling city by the sea. It's famous for its vibrant markets and delicious seafood. I love walking along the beach in the evenings, watching the sunset. The city also has a rich history, with lots of museums and old buildings.
That sounds amazing, Emma. One unique feature of my hometown is its festivals. Every spring, we celebrate with a week-long event that includes music, dancing, and lots of local food. It's the highlight of the year for everyone.
That sounds so lively, Jeff. In my hometown, there's a big summer carnival by the harbor. It's filled with rides, games, and amazing street food. It's a tradition I've enjoyed since I was a kid.
When answering this question, Focus on a few key features of your hometown, like its size, location, or what it's known for. For example, my hometown is a small village known for its beautiful forests and lakes.
Yes, and don't forget to add personal touches. For instance, I love my hometown because it's where my family and friends live, or it's famous for its festivals and warm community.
Adding personal stories makes your answer more engaging. For example, in winter, my hometown gets a lot of snow, and as kids, we'd spend hours building snowmen and sledding down the hills.
That's a great idea, Jeff. These little details bring your description to life and help you connect with your listener. Question 2. What do you like most about your hometown?
This is a great question because it allows you to reflect on and share what makes your hometown special to you. Emma, what do you like most about your hometown?
I love the food. The seafood in my hometown is incredibly fresh and flavorful. We have a local dish called grilled fish with herbs that I always crave when I'm away. It's not just about the taste. It reminds me of family gatherings and childhood memories. What about you, Jeff?
For me, it's the scenery. My hometown is surrounded by mountains and has a beautiful river running through it. It feels so calm and relaxing. I especially enjoy hiking on the nearby trails. It's not only a great way to stay active, but also a chance to connect with nature and clear my mind.
That's wonderful, Jeff. Another thing I love is the strong sense of community. The people in my hometown are warm and welcoming. During our local festivals, everyone comes together to celebrate, creating an atmosphere that feels like one big family. There's so much joy in seeing neighbors and friends unite for something meaningful.
That's truly special, Emma. For me, I love the quiet evenings. Sitting by the river and listening to the sounds of nature is my favorite way to unwind after a long day. It's peaceful and gives me a sense of clarity.
That sounds serene, Jeff. When answering this question, it's a good idea to highlight what makes your hometown unique. For example, you could say, I love the parks because they're perfect for picnics. Or, the festivals in my hometown bring everyone together and I enjoy the music and dancing. These personal touches make your answer more engaging.
That's a great point, Emma. You can also draw on specific memories. For example, I love my hometown's library because I spent so much time there as a child. Or, I enjoy the street markets because they remind me of weekend outings with my family. Sharing memories like these gives your answer depth and makes it more relatable. Question 3. How has your hometown changed over the years?
This question invites storytelling. Jeff, how has your hometown changed over the years?
My hometown has grown significantly. There are more people now, and new shops and restaurants have opened, which is exciting. Despite the changes, it has managed to keep its peaceful atmosphere. How about you, Emma?
My hometown has modernized over time. We now have a new airport and improved roads, making it much easier for people to visit. However, some of the old charm remains, like the traditional markets that hold a special place in our culture.
That's great, Emma. In my hometown, one major change has been the addition of a large park in the city center. It's become a favorite spot for families, joggers, and anyone looking for a place to relax outdoors.
That sounds lovely, Jeff. In my hometown, the rise in tourism has been a big change. It's great for the local economy, but it also means the beaches can get very crowded during peak seasons, which can be a downside.
That's an interesting perspective, Emma. When answering this question, focus on specific changes, such as, there are more tall buildings now, or the roads have improved significantly.
Absolutely, Jeff. It's also a good idea to mention how these changes have impacted life. For instance, the new park has made it easier for families to spend time outdoors, or the increased traffic can be a little frustrating.
Adding personal reflections makes your answer richer. For example, I miss the quiet streets of my childhood, but I appreciate the new cafe culture that's developed over the years.
Question 4. What are some challenges in your hometown?
This is a thoughtful question. Emma, what are some challenges in your hometown?
One major challenge is traffic. As the city has grown, the streets have become crowded, especially during rush hour. Public transportation is improving, but it still has room for development. What about you, Jeff?
For my hometown, a significant challenge is the lack of job opportunities. Many young people move to bigger cities for work because there aren't many industries here. It's an issue that the local government is actively trying to address.
Those are important points, Jeff. Another challenge in my hometown is the rising cost of housing. It's becoming increasingly difficult for families to afford homes, especially near the city center.
That's tough, Emma. In my hometown, environmental concerns are a big issue. Deforestation in the nearby hills is affecting wildlife and increasing the risk of landslides, which is a serious concern.
That's indeed a serious issue, Jeff. When answering this question, it's helpful to focus on one or two challenges and explain them briefly. For example, the cost of living has gone up, making it harder for some families. Or, the public schools need more funding to improve education.
That's true. You can also suggest solutions if you want to add depth to your answer. For instance, building more bike lanes could help reduce traffic, or investing in local businesses could create more job opportunities. Question 5. Would you like to live in your hometown in the future?
This question invites you to share your future plans and feelings about your hometown. Jeff, would you like to live in your hometown in the future?
I think so. My hometown is a great place to raise a family because it's safe and has a close-knit community. However, I might live in a bigger city for work opportunities for a while before returning. What about you, Emma?
I'd love to move back one day. I miss the beach, the delicious food, and being close to my family. However, I'm enjoying the excitement and opportunities that come with living in a bigger city for now.
That makes perfect sense, Emma. For me, I'd like to return eventually, especially when I retire. The peaceful environment of my hometown is ideal for a slower, more relaxed pace of life.
That's a great plan, Jeff. I feel similarly. My hometown has such a warm and welcoming atmosphere that I'd love for my future children to grow up experiencing it.
That's wonderful, Emma. When answering this question, it's good to talk about what you like most about your hometown and how it aligns with your future goals. For example, I'd like to return someday because I enjoy the slower pace of life. Or, I might stay in the city, but I'll visit my hometown frequently.
Exactly, Jeff. Adding personal reasons and plans makes your answer more heartfelt and meaningful.
Okay, now let's learn 5 useful hometown idioms.
1. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. This means your true home is where you feel most connected. Example: I've lived in many places, but home is where the heart is where my family is. Or, home is where the heart is for me, and that's my small village.
2. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. This means nowhere feels as comfortable as home. Example: after traveling, I realized there's no place like home. Or, no matter where I go, there's no place like home.
3. Put down roots. Put down roots. Put down roots. This means to settle somewhere. Example: I've decided to put down roots in my hometown. Or, they put down roots in the city after finding good jobs.
4. A stone's throw away. A stone's throw away. A stone's throw away. This means very close. Example. The park is a stone's throw away from my house. Or, her school is just a stone's throw away.
5. Small town charm. Small town charm. Small town charm. This refers to the cozy, welcoming feel of a small town. Example. Visitors love the small town charm of our streets, or the small town charm of my hometown makes it special.
That wraps up our discussion on hometowns.
We hope you found these tips and examples useful. Don't forget to practice talking about your own hometown.
See you next time. Bye for now.